Welcome to everyone. I am Dr. R. Sembiyan, Assistant Professor, Department of Psychology, St.Joseph College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Cuddalore. In these videos, we are going to discuss about motivation. This video's outline is, first of all, we are going to be seen by introduction, characteristics of motivation, classification of motivation, types of motivation, and theories of motivation. As introduction, motivation is important for learning and any other activities. Central position of motivation in psychology. Motivation concerns conditions responsibility of variation in the intensity, quality, and direction of ongoing behavior. Determination and effect of learning requires motivation. So motives is a pull or push something or someone. So it is a learning process of an individual. So motivation is a central for a psychological or learning process. Definition of motivation. Motivation is a driving force that stimulates an individual to initiate and sustain a behavior. Motivation is a biological, social, or psychological state that drives as a person towards a specific action. Motivation is a drive that makes an individual to perform or continue an action based on need and wants to the individual. A motivation is a goal, an aim, ambition, a need, a want, an interest, or a desire that motivation an individual towards an action. Sylvan are defined motivation as the influence of need and desire and the intensity of direction of behavior. In this, all the definition, what they saying, motivation toward to push something and some want as aim or goal or interest or direction. It should be direct oriented. All the definitions is taken to move on something. Characteristics of motivation. Motivation has some characters like it should be a focus on activities, direction or focus on activities, maximum engage in their activities. Motivation is a psychological process. Psychological process, it means an internal process. This internal process of initiated by the someone need or want. In this internal process, it should be initiated by the need or wants. It directs our efforts towards the goal that satisfies the need, that is the help to us the selected appropriate behavior so as to reach a goal. It is bring energy mobilization in us. It will help to sustain the attentions one affects or task. Restlessness achieves goal sharp after the goal of is reached. Nature of motivation. Psychological aspect, goal directions, continuous process, integrated, positive and negative, complex and dynamic process, financial or non-financial. Classification of motivation. There are two types of classification. One is primary motives, second one is secondary motives. The primary motives also called as biogenic motives, and it includes hunger, thirst, escape from the pain, sex. These are the primary motives. The secondary motives is the sociogenic motives, as three divisions, namely psychological, social, and personal. Look at this picture. The biogenic primary motives, hunger, thirst, escape from the pain, sex, etc. The secondary is a psychological, security, freedom, adventure, and social is social approval, social appreciation, and personal is competence, self-concept, values, achievement. These are the secondary motives. Sources of motivation: curiosity, learning task relevant, goal setting, self efficacy. So, there are two types of motivation. One is extrinsic motives, another one is intrinsic motives. The motivators to perform an activities to the earn the rewards or avoid punishment. Extrinsic motives. Intrinsic motives motivated the performance of activity by itself, seek of personal rewards. There are two types of motivation: intrinsic and the intrinsic motives includes cognition, biological affects, and spiritual connection. The extrinsic motives includes operant conditioning, that is social cognition. The both types of motivation have their own adventure and disadvantages. The theories of the both types of motivation have their own advantage and disadvantage. Advantages of intrinsic motives and extrinsic motives. The intrinsic motives gradually change in our behavior. It is processed slowly, but extrinsic motives change in behavior suddenly. Extrinsic motivation basically influenced by the others. Intrinsic motivation influenced by the ourselves. Theories of motivation. There are certain theories of motivation. There are certain theories. It is Maslow hierarchy proposed by Abraham Maslow. The theory has need, namely self-fulfillment, needs esteem, and need basics. The cognitive approach basically emphasizes instinctive motives. The attribution theories, it is comprised the three dimensions given the winner. They are locus, stability, and controllability. It also comprises social cultural views. The first Maslow hierarchy need theories, it is in a triangle shape. So when the people have need, they have a motives. Like in a first Maslow said, we need in a basic things. Like in a basic, without basic needs we can't live. Like in a oxygen, water, food, sex. These kind of things have a basic need. Then only the people have move on to the next level and safety and security. In this stage, we are safeguard in our life, like in economically healthy, staying. So these are the people want to do save something in our futures, and this level the fulfillment they will go for another level. So next level they go for love and belongingness. In this stage, we are searching bridegroom, marriage, depth relationship, and the friendship, intimacy relationship. These are the community oriented. We gather together in the society. After that, we move on to the self-esteem, and the self-esteem emphasizes our power, self-concept. We identify our place. So in the esteem level, we move on to all the people, and last peak of the age in the self-actualization. The self-actualization, all the people will not move on the self-actualization. Self-actualization is the truth of life and the wisdom of life, wisdom of the humanities. We searching the problems and skills, qualities. All the qualities are developed in the stage. So the Maslow hierarchically one by one in the stage. First basic need, second one is safety and security, third one is love and belongingness, and fourth one is self-esteem, last one is self-actualization. And the goal setting theory, Edwin looked at the powered goal setting theory motivation. It states the specific and challenging goals along with the appropriate feedback contribute to the higher and better task performance. It comprises Steps like a goal committed, adventures, limitations, and components. A goal commitments, the theory assumes that the individual committed to the goal. The goal committed depend on the following facts. The goal must open, knowing the broadcast. They should be set self, and the goal should be consistent. The theory is used to raise the incentives of employees. It leads to better performance, increase motivation effects. Limitations of goal setting theories: very difficult and complex goals sustain risking behavior. It is the employees falls in the goal settings fails. There is no evidence to prove that the goal settings improves job satisfaction. Components of goal setting theories: goal difficulties, goal specificity, goal acceptance, goal commitment. Look at this image. So, goal commitment, feedback, task clarity, and challenge. These are the core principles of our goal setting theories. Advantages of motivation: this is need satisfaction, job satisfaction, and productivity. We learn more and discipline, dynamism. Lack of motivation: depression, fear of failures, low self-esteem, lack of interest, precautions habits. Causes of motivation: exercise, good nutrition, reward, challenges, friendship, kindness.